We are, folks, we're back. Folks, we are back with a vengeance. I don't know what that even means, but we are back. What have you been doing with those?
I'm sticking them in the box.
In a box. Oh, awesome. Yeah, did you see the snow? Yeah. Freezing. All right, folks, we are still here. It is. That's funny. That is not the right one.
What?
The.
Not the right what?
I was on mine. I had the wrong one up because it showed. I got it now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're good. We are hour 11. I can see your blonde hair. We are in business. I'm having some water. It's funny. We Thank you. Yeah.
What?
I'm gonna move this one for right now.
I am moving to this. The beverage of champions.
Yes. Another fine cocktail. Actually, this will become one. Stay tuned. We got some fun stuff coming up later this morning after the snow. So here we are. We are 5 a.m. and it is, I wouldn't say, well, I don't want to say we made it through the witching hours, but we're rolling. And here we go. It is number 21, cocktail number 21, and we've got a good one here. Let's make sure we have everything we need, because I don't think we do. We are going to need a little bit of absinthe crawling back into the wee hours of the morning. We are going to need some vermouth, and we are going to give a shout out to Northern Row, and we are about to go grab some of their deliciousness, because we're going to use some of their gin. Oh, we looked at on there. Man, that's great. Pretty good little setup. So we're coming in. Oh, froze up here. Coming in with a little gin. And for this one, we're going to go. We're going to need this one later, so we'll save that bad boy. But yeah, Northern Row. So, again, just to give them a fair shout out, we have a special cocktail just for them later, but Northern Row was kind enough to donate spirits to making sure the camera who was flashing at me was telling me to come look at me, but we're fine. So yeah, Northern Row bringing us all of our fine spirits, including gin, vodka, and rum. So we've got some more cocktails coming up, so we can use even more of their delicious alcohol spirits. But anyway, on to Cocktail 21. now that we know what we are going to use, let's talk about what we're going to use them in. And this, if you were tuned in earlier, this one is taking us back to New Orleans. And actually, we had a phone call a little bit ago with Mr. Doug Gober. And one of the things he brought up was Lafitte's blacksmith. And one of the pirates there, Jean and Pierre Lafitte, who were the real McCoy pirates of the day, and were known to drink and imbibe in the absinthe, which is what we're about to go into. So a little bit about Lafitte's. If you ever go to New Orleans, this Lafitte's blacksmith is still there, and it is quite the interesting little bar. I don't want to say it's a dive bar, but it is really an old bar. So it goes back to 1722, and it is. Some people will say it's the oldest bar in America. It's by far the oldest bar in New Orleans and the French Quarter. But it is stood the test of time and has gone through a lot of things. It's on the corner of Bourbon and St. Philippe. And again, some people will say it's the oldest bar. Others will say it's the oldest residence. Either way, this was definitely been there a long time. And now, so back to Jean and Pierre Lafitte. Now, this drink this was not a drink that was there when they were there. But the history of Lafitte's is they make claim to this. And what is interesting is they were pirates, but they tried to have a cover. So they tried to look like good people. And this bar, this blacksmith, was actually a bit of a cover for them to do their pirating and swashbuckling. I think that's what you would do as a pirate.
Oh, I go right there with you.
Yeah, they're swashbucklers.
Yes.
And anyway, they would do that. There is another bit of history to them, which I'm not going to get into, but they actually ended up doing some great things to help the United States at the time. Not the United States at the time, but, the states at the time. And actually were forgiven of a lot of their racketeering and swashbuckling at the time because of their good deeds to try to help save the city of New Orleans. So all in all, they are looked at as kind of heroes in hindsight. But the obit came later. The obit was much later, 1800s, and basically, actually, the obit itself was around 1910, 1912. Some people believe that the obit was created as an obituary or an ending to absinthe, which is one of the key ingredients, because it was that same time frame in 1912 when absinthe was banned in the United States. So from 1912 to 2007, that's how long absinthe was banned in the United States. You could not get it, any type, any flavor, any brand, whatever. It was absolutely banned. And again, a lot of this built on a lot of false information, a lot of false studies. Again, many of the claims were that it was just so potent and so powerful that it would kill men. It would cause them to do horrible harms. Again, one of the most famous stories we shared in hour 2 was, somebody who had gone out, gotten drunk on absinthe, and then came home and killed his family. Horrible story, but not necessarily just because of absinthe. Probably more because he was blind drunk off of any alcohol. So anyway, the Obit has a very interesting following. There is actually through the Lafitte's blacksmith, there is a secret society for this one cocktail. It is called the Grand and Secret Order of the Obituary Cocktail. And again, it's a secret society that has a Facebook page.
It's a not so secret.
It's a not so secret society. And they do meet, and they do announce when they're going to meet, so you can go. But to be a member, there is a little bit of you have to be invited. There was early on, I think the first time I did this cocktail, I was kind of enamored with this idea and may have sent a Facebook. I don't remember now, but I am not a member, or is that what I have to say, of the Grand and Secret Order of the Obituary Cocktail. No, I'm just kidding. But they do have a following, and if you're ever curious if somebody is in there, there is a sure sign way to tell. When they do have their meetings, they also have T-shirts made up. So keep an eye out next time they get together. You might be able to catch them. So the Obit. So this cocktail I picked out, actually, it's because of who our sponsor of this cocktail is, and that is CCMS. So CCMS, that is the Cincinnati College of Mortuary Science. A little tidbit of information. I actually went to school at the Cincinnati College of Mortuary Science. I was our valedictorian. It was a fun time of school for me. I'm sure there are many teachers there.
Oh, that's the first job.
That's one that are surprised that I'm probably still in death care. I was not the most
beloved.
I wasn't beloved. It was more that I just wasn't the most studious. What the hell?
Oh, it is 5. People are early risers.
I'm answering.
Is this Jack?
Blue Monkey Quarantina, cocktail show. Unbelievably, we're open. May I ask who's calling?
This is Andy Lopez, and I'm checking on you.
You are the man. We are, dude. It's 5 o'clock. You're 2 in the morning.
No, we actually did not see you on camera, and we're like, okay, what happened? And then you came back on, so we're good.
Yeah, we're safe. We had a momentary. We have lost some of our soldiers. So it came down to Shelby and I. So we had to do a little cleaning, a little housework. Had to get some bottles moved and glasses cleaned, and we had to also go get a beverage of a Monster to keep us rolling.
Well, we figure you're awake, so we stayed awake to us. The whole thing happened.
No, I love it, man. I do it. I love that. What's that?
We've been downstairs making cocktails and singing karaoke all night.
I love it, man. That makes me smile so much. We got to make sure. Had I known, I need to get you guys. We're going to make sure you guys have plenty of cocktail wear for some Blue Monkey cocktail wear so you can enjoy it properly.
You're making us all proud. You guys are both have a heart of gold, and I love you guys. And I just want to make sure you know we're still here with you. We're roughing it out just because you're staying up, we're staying up.
We love it.
Yeah.
Thank you. We love you.
Andy, Jessica, I love you both. That is awesome. Appreciate it. Yes, we are pushing through. I think if we can get through one more hour, we're going to be on the upswing. Sun will be up. We'll be up. I appreciate you saying we have a heart of gold. I think it's actually have a heart of alcohol right now. But same thing.
Maybe make the next cocktail, maybe we should have some Red Bull in it.
That's coming.
It's coming. We've got some pick me up drinks planned for the wee early morning hours.
There's some coffee martinis, some Red Bull.
You are absolutely reading the set list. That is on the list.
All right, guys, keep grinding. You're halfway there, and sky's the limit. And you know what? No one can take away from you what you're doing, because you're doing something so special that no one would actually even dare to try.
We appreciate you. Thank you. We feel your energy from here.
Absolutely. That was a great call. It's a great pick-me-up.
Yeah, it really was. That was so helpful. Thank you.
Just woke up tenfold.
All right.
Thanks for
You got this.
All right,
the
man.
push, man.
See you too.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. That is a fantastic little wake-up surprise.
Yeah.
So thank you all for checking in on us, making sure we're still rocking and rolling, and we are.
And we don't have comments, but I do see a little bit more eyeballs.
Yeah, I think people are going to start popping on. And, it's hard to expect much going on. It's literally
5 in the morning
5 in the morning
on a Sunday.
on a Sunday. And it's snowing out. It's cold. Yeah, if you're not up yet, wait till you wake up. It's snow. So, anyway, so this was tied to the Cincinnati College of Mortuary Science, where I went to school. And studious is the word I was looking for. I was not the most studious of students. And but we got by. We did well. And, went on. And, I will say, since I've left the mortuary school, I've tried to stay involved. I went through a period of time where I was an adjunct professor there and taught for quite a few years. I taught business law, and I also taught a current events class, legal current events class. From there, also was asked not too long ago to come back and be the
Board.
Speak at their the commencement speech.
Mm-hmm.
And then most recently, just a couple months ago, was asked to become a member of the board. So it's been an honor. It really has. It's nice to be able to give back and do things, and I appreciate them helping as well, and giving back and doing things and helping us. So it's been great. And with that, we should make the damn cocktail.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and again, not a tough one. We're gonna go over ice. Yeah, let's go over ice. But we'll go straight first. So this is we're gonna go with. Hold on. Wait. It really waxed onto there.
You have to cut that.
Yeah, I don't know. I might need a pair of pliers. You know those little pliers upstairs?
Think that?
Yeah, I don't think I can get that with my fingers.
Okay.
Hold on, folks. All right, let's do some comments for people. Let's see what people are saying. Got anybody online here? All right, awful quiet. That's okay. We get it. I know. All right. Thank you. Magical hand. Magical hand. It's a very cool wax dip. It is also very intense rocks dip, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We have to, is it 3?
Is it 3? Yep. Okay, Kim.
Whew. Man, oh man. 5 stories. That is. Ooh, that's a good smelling gin. I will give him credit. That is awesome. You know? All right, all that work. We got it open. Thanks for bearing with us for that. So we're coming in with this one, and 2 ounces. Again, we're going with the London Dry. And then these are small amounts. I mean, there's not a whole lot to this. Dry vermouth, again, fortified wine. We're gonna, because I have to do it twice. We're gonna give it our small measure. So we are going just a 1/4 ounce. And we're going to go absinthe. You guessed it, 1/4 ounce. Toot, 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 toot. There it is, folks. One more absinthe cocktail. I'm kind of curious how many maybe absinthe. So we're gonna.
Oops.
Spilled the mic. All good. This is definitely another stir. I always like a little bit of absinthe. Again, as it hits the water and cold, it becomes a little opalescent.
Mm-hmm.
Opalescent? Is that right?
Opalescent.
Opalescent. Mm-hmm. It's called the ouzo effect, actually. And, sorry, Twitch.
Yeah.
For people. Anyway, it's kind of a nice little chemical reaction. It's when the oils, so absinthe has a couple oils that in pure alcohol form stay suspended.
Jessica wants to know what's your favorite cocktail that you've made so far on this.
Oh, so far tonight?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can say the Fuzzy Bear, but that was a pretty good one. I've enjoyed both. No, I'll tell you which one it was, and it was a surprise. I'm going to go with that, the Golden Cadillac.
Over the Roxy?
Yes, I will. Just for simplicity. The Roxy was great, and that was a great surprise. But as far as sit down and drink,
I would agree with you.
Yeah, and then I'll tell you the other one that I'm going to put high on the list, Transfusion. Thank you for asking on these. But that Transfusion...
I didn't taste that.
No, you didn't. That was... Craig ended up going with that one. And that was the golf cocktail. Vodka, grape juice, a little bit of lime. It was fantastic. All right, so anyway, we're chilled. Save that ice. Coming in, and then we're going to strain that right into a nice chilled glass. There it is, folks. Now, the garnish, like you have to ask. Emergency, folks. No, that's not our garnish, but we are going to make sure
How many have we gone through a pack yet?
Got through a couple.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was curious.
Yeah. I might actually have to order another box one day. And then this is another one we're going to go with. What's over top? Let's see if we can.
I'm curious to taste this one with the 5 Stories gin.
We might have to.
I don't know if y'all can hear the choir we have
Singing in
from the fan club.
All right. So.
Alan, you're awake.
The choir woke me.
Did you think it was Peggy?
No.
All right. So we're going to do this little trick again. Again, thank you, Rhea. This was just a nice little fun way to do this. Just give it a little, and then like that. Boop, 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 boop.
Mm-hmm.
And then there it is.
Nice.
So there you go. That is the Obit perfect cocktail for mortuary school.
Yes.
Now, Paul could have done a corpse reviver. Could have done a zombie. Could have done that one too. But I did the Obit. And well, there we go.
Well, Corpse Reviver. I mean,
Oh, yes.
you're bringing back the dead. Obit is really.
Yeah, you're right. So CCMS, you know what? Thank you. Let's expound on this because we have a few more minutes. I think this is right one. You're right. We would not want to do the corpse reviver. In theory, we would be putting ourselves and encouraging putting ourselves out of business. Because in fact, the corpse reviver, that is not what we want to do. We want to bury the dead. We don't want to revive them. That'd be a whole nother school. And to go a step further, the zombie, likewise, arguably the corpse reviver and the zombie are one in the same cocktails. Would you not agree? Is not the corpse reviver the action of a zombie?
Yeah.
So,
unless it's the individual who was reviving the corpse.
Interesting.
Rather than the corpse itself.
See, these are the debates you have at 5:30 in the morning after a few hours of drinking. But to go back, 5 stories.
I finished a cocktail.
Who, me?
No, actually, technically, either one of us. I don't know that either one of
No,
us.
I finished a few.
Okay.
But I've not. I've been trying not to.
Mine keep disappearing. Maybe that's somebody else's intention.
Well, let me bring this into the camera. You're going to try this. That is. So here's a couple tricks to this cocktail if you're going to make one at home. One, good gin. And I will tell you, that 5 stories, try that.
That's what I'm looking for.
This is the London Dry.
Oh, it smells delicious.
And so it's a bit of more herby, and it's fantastic. It's got a great juniper, but it's got that nice bite of the absinthe.
Smooth.
Yeah. So this plays well, and don't skimp. Don't be that person who's like, I don't like vermouth and I'm not going to put it in. And you know, I used to be that guy. I was that guy. It's like, oh, just wave it around. How dry do you like it? Here, go like this. Oh, that's so dry. I want it. It actually does help. It's that.
I think it's the mouthfeel.
It is. It's a little bit of mouthfeel. It helps cut it a little bit, and it's got a sweetness that basically, cocktails you really need. I mean, the classic cocktail recipe is a spirit, sugar, and water and bitters. So, I mean, when you break this down, the spirit, we'll call this a sugar, and we'll call this a bit of the bitters.
Yeah.
And then the ice, we've stirred water. I mean, it's really that formula, and it works. Don't try and reinvent it. So there you go. It is chemistry. Another nod to CCMS. But the obit, back to that, I think it is the perfect one because it is the obit in which one of the things that CCMS, College of Mortuary Science, that we strive to do, or we are taught, is how to basically not just help families, but commemorate the dead, right? It's about, everything we can in our powers to commemorate the dead, to have that lasting memory, and remember these people forever. And one of the most powerful ways to do that is through an obit. Sadly, something that is being lost, if I can get on a soapbox right now. So unfortunately, a lot of newspapers have made the cost of obituaries so expensive that people just choose not to put an obit in anymore.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What's the average cost of an obit? Do you know?
So we're going to get into some technical terms now. So there are basically two types of...
Death notice.
She got me. Death notice. So a death notice is what most people do. That is what you control. And in a local paper here, it can be several $100s.
Really?
Yeah, very expensive. It's by the inch. And it can be very expensive. Obits are typically free. But the problem is an obit, which is really the more of a story, they're lost. And the problem is that it's at the mercy of the newspaper to decide if you're worthy of the obit. One of the things I always used to tell people is based on this idea that a death notice is basically what you can afford to put in a paper to say about yourself. And basically what somebody else after you die is willing to spend to say what you did. And there's nothing wrong with that. And but I always tell people to try to strive to have the obit, meaning do enough in your life that when you die, everybody is willing to put it out there and tell your story. Because that's really what the obit is. It's somebody telling your story of your life, and that's a pretty cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, on that note, cocktail number 21. Done.
Awesome. All right.
Now, once again, we got to do a little book here. Hold. Thank you. For donating. And thank you for donating and letting us share some obit cocktail info. From the death care world. Cheers. There we go, folks. 21 down.
Awesome.
Moving on. So we're down to Shelby and I. We're not leaving.
Nope.
But we're shuffling.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Shuffling. Well, we're getting down there.
Oh, I think I hear some stirring of.
Oh, got people coming back. Here we go.
Just keep me
Okay. So let's Oh, we haven't done that one yet. Ignore me, people. I'm just trying to clean up. That's clean. That's clean. I think these are the only.
Okay. Only dirties?
Yep.
Got it.
All right. Folks, we are not leaving. We're just getting ready for the next one. Is it still spinning or is it done? I threw a cap in the empty bottle. You said big or me? Hold on a second. Is that what I told you were going to do?
So here's I chilled. Here's that.
That's awesome.
How many ounces? I thought it was 6.
Oh, that's really good.
I didn't remember.
What else? Get rid of this. I haven't. Yeah. Oh, let me put it in the folks, we're right here.
Over to you, shuffle your
Yeah.
papers.
Is it? Do we do?
Do you want this one?
Yeah, I'll say that one. Do we? I guess it doesn't matter.
What?
We can use. Let's get rid of. I'm gonna set this down here.
What you need?
Not just. Oh, you already got the crown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Folks, we're here. We're working with you. We're just clearing space.
Oh, Jessica wants to know what's the favorite holiday Christmas cocktail to serve.
Ooh.
I don't know. This may be actually it.
This would be a good one. So I got to tell you, we didn't do any holiday cocktails.
No. Or dirty. That was both of ours. I'll be right back.
I would say two couple drinks. We're going to talk about one in a little bit, and that is the poinsettia, which is basically a easy great drink. It is a mimosa, a type of mimosa. So hold that. Well, and I'll talk about that one in a little bit. And then, of course, eggnog is just another great cocktail that if you make fresh and you do it right, it's delicious. But we're not doing that one either. So let's jump back in. So here we go. Let me keep this cocktail fresh and safe. And hold, pause. All right, folks, here we go. So we're talking about, so first of all, hold, pause. Let me make sure we are with the right people here. So we're going to leave Northern Row up because they, in fact, are part of this next cocktail. And yeah, we're going some more death care. We're going to ICCFA. So the ICCFA, that is the International Cemetery Cremation Funeral Association. And I happened to not only, it's like the hair club for men. Not only am I like it, I'm a member. Not only do I like it, I'm a member and I'm their general counsel. So it's one of the groups I work with and for, and it's fantastic. So we have members all over the world. So it's a fantastic experience. We work with ICCFA, stands for International Cemetery Cremation Funeral Association. So we work with cemeteries, funeral homes, crematories, suppliers, casket manufacturers, pre-need companies, you name it. And it's a great experience, a lot of fun, and we have a lot of things that are always going on. And we've gotten to do some, it's been an interesting year with ICC.
Oh man, that scared me. I literally jumped.
Hello, Monkey Quarantina. We are open.
Hey, Paul, it's Kirsten.
Hey, it's Kirsten. You woke up for this.
Shelby, you're there too. Of course I woke up. My animals don't know what the heck's going on, but I'm here.
Oh my goodness. On a Sunday. Thank you for your time. We are honored.
You
guys are amazing. I went to bed watching you, and now I woke up watching you.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that going to bed part.
This is
yeah.
Your energy is a little different than it was earlier, or should I say later yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll get it back.
We'll get it back. This actually your drink. This is you guys.
No.
You're gonna get us back in it. This is one of the first pick-me-up cocktails of the morning.
I think you're gonna have to make two.
Well, I'm happy to serve.
Yes, we are ready.
I'm just impressed we're able to articulate at this point.
I'm really slowing.
Too.
What's that?
Using words like opalescence? I mean, come on. That's a $10 word right there.
Normally the pronunciation is barely good when I'm sober and awake. So this is it's truly a test.
Uh-huh.
So right now, if this was a Con Ed program, I just did a, what hour are we in? This is the end of 11. So this will be an 11-hour straight program.
Wow. Is there a test? Is there a test that we all have to do?
Yeah, so you will have to take a test to be able to get credit for it. But if you can pass the test, you can get up to 11 continuing education Con Ed hours.
I love it. All from the comfort of my home.
Exactly. So have you seen some of the cocktails we made earlier?
I have. The thing about this is it makes me want to just drink along with you guys, and that would not be a good thing. I would not be talking with you right now if that were the case.
Yeah, there's I've really tried to pace. I normally, typically I finish every cocktail that I ever make, and I've tried to pick a few and then really focus on tasting every cocktail that we've made, and it's helped. We're still going strong, and we've got a plan. If we can get to that 7:30, 8 o'clock, people are going to start coming over. We'll have people back in here. It's pretty quiet in the house right now. Even the dog's like, I don't know what you're doing right now, but you're supposed to be in bed.
Well, I'm impressed you guys have stayed with the routine. You're still doing the book signings at the end of each one. It's impressive.
Yep, and let me go and jinx this. We haven't broken anything for quite a while.
Why would you go and say that?
Just to keep it on excitement. Just add a little fire to the act,
Now I have to put my slippers back on in case you break something.
It's easy just to ignore it, but to really put it out there, where's the knife?
Yeah. Well, you guys do good work. I tell you what a something to share with everyone. Just that drive to help others is really impressive.
Well,
thank you
thank
for doing this and giving us an opportunity to give a little bit back.
Well, I was going to say thank you, because ICCFA, thanks to the office for people chipping in and doing this. That's unneeded and but very welcome and appreciated for sure.
Oh my gosh, the least we could do.
Well, it's awesome. And I wish I could package up the cocktail we're about to make and ship it to you, but we can't.
I wish so too, because I used my Kahlua early with Peggy's drink. First one out of the gate.
Fantastic.
Yeah, there's been a couple good easy drinks, on here tonight or yesterday.
Yeah,
Yesterday. That's
are
weird.
Firmly into.
We are firmly into today, but that's okay.
Like I was waking up at this time yesterday.
Yeah. Okay, so this is good though. See, now we're on to we're supposed to be awake by now.
Normal day schedule.
Right, now your body's going to tell you it's time to be up, so.
We'd be getting
This will be easy.
ready to go walk.
Yeah. The only weird thing I've been thinking about is that I don't do well kind of sitting around, and I'm thinking of the day, and I'm like, wow, the entire day we are going to be making cocktails. That's what we're going to do. But we are literally almost halfway. This is 22, 25,
Wow.
halfway there.
Yep.
We're close.
And you're still standing. That's good.
As far as you can tell, behind this bar, my feet are on the ground and I'm standing up and no one is holding me.
All right, hey, make me a cocktail.
Let me make the damn cocktail. Let's go. Let's get this thing going. Let's fire it up. Woo! Thanks for calling and checking in on us.
Oh, of course. Hey, thanks, you guys. Take care.
All right, let's get you a cocktail.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
That was awesome.
There you go. We got that's 2 calls just in the last. I mean, we're rolling now. Yeah. So here we go. Now I'm getting fired up again. I feel like maybe we should put another. How about we each have one of these?
Yep.
Get us going.
Yep.
I think this
is a twofer.
I think it's a twofer as well. So we're talking about the martini. Now, there's a lot of stories about martinis, but the one we're specifically talking about is 1983. Yes, 83. Dick Bradsell. So Dick Bradsell is a bartender at the Soho Brazier. He also worked at Fred's Club in London, and basically, this is the era of crap cocktails. Quite honestly, this is back when cocktails could not be worse. This is pre-packaged, like mixers. This is the age of the sour mix. Yeah, this is disco. Everything had some sexual innuendo as far as the name. You know, it was these were not good cocktails. But Dick revolutionized the drinking scene in the 80s and 90s. He actually is one of the individuals who kept the cocktail scene alive as much as could be during this time period. And he came up with a couple of good cocktails. One of them that he's credited with is the Espresso Martini. So this thing actually has some roots to it. This is a legit drink that he came up with. Now, it was originally named the Vodka Espresso. That's what he named it. Then they actually, for a while, changed the name, and it was known as the Pharmaceutical Stimulant. See, that's where we have that 80s. You know, they got to just make something. It's either got to be drugs or it's got to be sex or something. So for a while, it was known as the Pharmaceutical Stimulant. Ultimately, though, it was dubbed the Espresso Martini. And, of course, this is now the 90s. And every drink in the 90s was served in a V glass. And it was a martini, you know, Cosmo, whatever martini. But this one has stood the test of time. It's still classic. Now, if you ask him why he made it or how it came, he will tell you this. It was he was basically working the bar, and this model who he said people would know, very famous, basically walked into the bar and said, I need something to wake me up and F me up. Make me something. And that was it. So those words gave him the idea to make the Espresso Martini, vodka espresso, the pharmaceutical stimulant, whatever you want to call it. And but we're going to make it now. Now this one, nope. We are going to start here. We are going to go with vodka first, 1.5 ounces. But get ready, because we're doing 2 of these bad boys. We're going old school. So 1 for me and 1 for Shelby. All right. Then we're coming in after our 5 stories vodka. Man, we are going through that quite quickly. Then we're going to go 3/4 ounce of coffee liqueur. So we're going to call that 1.5 ounces total. So there it is. We're using white. You could use dark. It's not going to matter for this, and you'll see why shortly. And that is because we're going to come in now, and we're going to go. We're going to start over. It's my first cocktail. I messed up.
Well,
yeah, I can't reach.
do you need?
Yeah, no, I got another glass right here. It's not bad though. It's a pretty good run. It's the first one that I got my ingredients. 22 in, first one. It is. I'm being distracted. I've got outside. I got choirs, people singing at me. Try this again. We're coming in with 1.5 ounces of vodka each. 1 for me. 1 for Shelby.
I don't think I can hear that.
I don't know. You got anybody out there? Anybody hear the singers? All right, so we got our vodka. Now, and the reason I messed up is because it's over here. We're going to Kahlua. We're going with our coffee liqueur. This is what we're going 3/4 ounces each. So 1.5 ounces total of this. Now you see why it won't matter if we go with something clear, because it's already dark. Now we're coming in with only 1/4 ounce of creme de cacao. And 1/2 ounce total here. So 1/4 ounce for you, 1/4 ounce for me, 1/2 ounce total. There we go. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to come in with, 1 ounce per of chilled espresso coffee. That's the stuff we need right here. So we're going to go 1 ounce for you, 1 ounce for me. That's 2 ounces total. Little splash. But again, you don't want to go too much because it'll alter. Yeah. So then we're going to ice it. Like right there's your perfect iced coffee, because I know you love an iced coffee.
That is my favorite.
Coming in. Now, this is the fun part of this drink. You're going to give it a shake, obviously. And you want this thing chilled. You want it cold. There are some cocktails that it really, you want chilled. This is one, and you really want a good shake on it, and you're going to see why in just a second, maybe. Hold on. Yeah. And it's because of the wonderful things that happen after this bad boy. It actually will get a little